And a very good afternoon to you, and welcome here to the SETU Carlow GA complex for this Division 1B Camogie League final clash between Dublin and Wexford. My name is Killian Whelan, and over the next hour and 20 minutes or thereabout, we'll be bringing you what promises to be an exciting game between these two sides, who have already, of course, met in the league campaign, and an exciting affair it was in Wexford. I've been lucky to be joined by two legends of the game, of course, in Kate Kelly and Louise O'Hara, that have played with Wexford, obviously, and Dublin, and are here throwing their lot behind, although I think Louise is a bit more involved in this game today. We have a look at Kate, for Wexford and Dublin, obviously, being in a final, winning a bit of silverware, obviously important for their continued evolving as a team, of course.
Yeah, definitely. And look, it's a league final, and they all want to be in the final and moving on to that top division. Both teams have excelled in this division, winning their games comprehensively, so both will really want to come out here today with the silverware and move up a division to progress.
Louise, as well on that with Kate, going to Wexford lost, but since then steadingships and a couple of big wins put on the case. New management team, players in different positions, they've obviously started to bed in now a little bit, have they?
Yeah, they're finding the balance and they're starting to settle as a team, and there's a lot of trust among each other, and they're starting to really transition, and their goal is to get back up to that Division 1 team level, and I think today they'll really push on and they'll do that.
Looking at a piece of silverware over there, though, as well, for these players, as I said to Kate, all important maybe to, no matter what stage it's at or where it's at, it's important to win a bit of silverware, isn't it?
Yeah, this team has been transitioned the last couple of years, and it's great to see them in a day like today where there is silverware at stake, and they can definitely push on and get it, and they want to do it. The hunger's there, the passion's there for it, and I truly believe they can go on and do it. The hard work has been done, the groundwork has been done, and just the next step is now to get over the line. Important
for you in Dublin Camogie, though, that this team, as you said, there has been a bit of a transition, that maybe you feel you should be getting back up to the Division 1A status and maybe further things on within the county, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. These are the girls that all the young girls want to aspire to be like, and they have to be leading from the top. The potential's there, the commitment's there, as I said. So it's just a matter of, on big days, really, fulfilling that and getting out and pushing themselves over the line. There's so much talent in this team, so they can really push on and do it today.
Kate, it's a bit like that though with Wexford as well. There's been a bit of a transition for this team. They're probably a little bit further down the road though than Dublin, but they still probably need to maybe get a bit of silverware again to just maybe solidify of getting back up at the top table again.
Yeah, they've been working really hard to get back to this. They were in the league final last year in this division and were beaten and felt they didn't perform on the day, so they'll really want to rectify that with a performance at least today, and that's what the team needs leading into championship in 4 weeks, the Leinster Championship. But you would say that the Wexford-Dublin kind of battle over the last 2 years has been so close, 2 points, 4 points, and then Wexford overturning that in the earlier parts of the league. So they're on neutral ground today. You'd be thinking it's going to be thereabouts, nip and tuck the whole way to the finish line.
Well, I don't think it's going to be fair to ask either of you maybe to call it on it here today. But look, go off and enjoy the game, and hopefully we might get to talk to you afterwards. That's Louise, of course, and Kay Kelly joining us here this afternoon. So I'm heading back up to the commentary position. It is quite blustery here at SETU Arena here in Carlow, but at least it's dry for the moment, and the pitch is of a good footing underneath us. But back up to the commentary position, and we'll bring you all the team news. Okay, and you're welcome back up here to the commentary position as things get into position here. Don't forget, if you are watching us here on the Camogie YouTube channel, we do have action from the Division 3 final between Armagh and Laois. That's on in the NDC in Abbottstown, while up in the Loud GA Centre of Excellence in Darver, Tyrone are taking on Wicklow. So could be, it's an Ulster-Leinster battle there, and of course two Leinster teams here in the SETU GA Centre here in Carlow between Dublin and Wexford. And don't forget, of course, the action tomorrow, Division 2 final that sees Derry take on Westmeath, and then the Division 1A encounter between Galway and Tipperary. Those games 12:30 tomorrow and 2:30, they will be live on RTE2 television and are a part, of course, of a historic treble header that will be taking place at Crow Park tomorrow with the football game between Dublin and Meath. Now, just to bring you the changes that have come about in the team today. Both teams introducing two players to their programme. And we begin with Dublin, and it will see Amy Gorman of Lucan Sarsfield. She will line out in goal. Then coming in the full backline will be Abby Ryan of Crumlin, Emma O'Byrne of Good Counsel Liffey Gales, and coming in wearing number 22 is Elise Jemison Murphy of Nafina, and she replaces Laura Sharkey of Lucan Sarsfields. The half-back line on change: Claire Gannon of St Jude's, Ashley Marr, the captain of St Vincent's, and Kerry Finnegan of Fogs Celtic. She will be out on the left wing. At centre field, it's Niamh Gannon of St Jude's and Gabby Couch of St Oliver Plunkett's Owen Rua. In the half-forward line then, it's Aoife McKerney of Lucan Sarsfields, Orla Gray of Nafina, who is wearing number 11, and coming in wearing number 18 from St Peregrine's, it's Aoife Heffernan. She replaces Aisling Gannon of St Jude's. And then the full forward line is Aisling O'Neill of Castleknock, Emma Flanagan of Lucan Sarsfields, and Grace O'Shea of Ballantyre St John's. They are managed by Jerry McQuaid, his backroom team of Mickey McCullough, Bill McCormack, Jack Dunphy and Kevin Broderick. Wexford then, their team has also got two changes. They start though with Laura Brennan of Rathnour in goal. Coming in wearing number 21 is Amy Cardiff of St Martin's. She replaces Miri O'Dowd of Oulart Bala. And then it is halfway house Bunclody's Maeve Sinnott in as a full back. Laura Dempsey of Glenbarntown will be on the left corner. The half back line then on change: Aideen Brennan of Oulart Bala, although I do believe Aideen will be going back into the corner back position. Ciara Story, her clubmate, is wearing number 6, and out on the left wing, Roisin Cooney of Glenbarntown. At centre field, it's a fairly stellar partnership of Shelley Keogh of Oulart Bala and Sarah Connor of St Martin's. Then in the half-forward line, where I imagine there is going to be positional switches or whatever because of the change that comes in the full forward line, but Inné Kern wears 10 of Oulart Bala, Chloe Fox of St Martin's wears 11, and Kate Kerwin of Halfway House Bunclody wears 12. The other change then is Orla Sinnott of Fern St Aidan's wearing number 20. She comes in for Linda Bulger of St Martin's. Ciara O'Connor, the captain of St Martin's, will be on the edge of the square, and Emma Tompkins of Kilrush will wear number 15. So those the changes. Dublin and Wexford both making 2 in regards to the teams that were announced during the week. But of course you have 2 teams here that are coming in with relatively good form obviously behind them. In some cases they made little of some of the other opposition in how they went about their victories, in the sense that some were very comprehensive indeed, and we do know obviously that there was a little bit of an anomaly in a result between Wexford and Antrim that came all around. Bit of a change that was happening in Antrim at the time, but Dublin, well, they did lose their first game, and that was away to Wexford, 15 to 17 points, so a high scoring game in the opening week of the league. But then Dublin have been fairly miserly in what they've conceded. 9 points is the most they've conceded in the remaining 4 games. So 9 points conceded against Kerry, but they scored 2-14. They scored 1-14 against Limerick. That was a home game after 2 away games. They then went to Down and comprehensively defeated them 3-16 to a goal and a point, and then beat Antrim at home by 16 points to 9 the last day. So 95 points for 52 against them. With regards to Wexford then, Wexford now having to come back in on the bounce of a loss the last day. Of course, they had already qualified, but still, you'll be interested to see how it has affected their form. They lost to Limerick by 3-11 to 1-15, but of course they had beaten Dublin in their opening game, then followed that up with that huge score against Antrim in their second home game, and then had an away game against Down that they easily dealt with as well. They've been fairly miserly in their defensive duties against Antrim, Down and Kerry. The most they conceded was 5 points against Down, and they also scored 4-15 against Kerry. But that 3-11 to 1-15 defeat, I wonder will that be a factor that might bother the manager Colin Sunderland. He's helped out, of course, by Shane Carley, that was part of the All-Ireland senior hurling winning team of 1986, of course, in Wexford. Owen Mahoney, Kevin Doyle and Dara Kissan are his backroom team. Referee today, Barry Nee of Westmeath. He'll be helped out by standby referee Philip MacDonald from Cavan. On the line is Mark Murphy from Limerick, and Mike Ryan of Galway will be the fourth official. We'll get ready shortly for the pleasantries here. Don't forget, if you want to comment or drop us a line, you can tag me on Twitter at Killian Whelan at Killian_Whelan. You'll be able to touch base as well. You can also check us out, as I said, with YouTube and any of the social media channels that the Camogie use. But 3 games on today. We have the Division 1B final here in Carlow. Division 3 between Armagh and Laois and Abbottstown, and Division 4 between Tyrone and Wicklow, and that is in Darver. And then the double header along with the triple header tomorrow in Croke Park. 2 Camogie matches and the football tomorrow, as we pause here at SETU Carlow for Oran Naveen. Here we are, raring to go. And interesting course on the Dublin side of things. If we look down at their backroom team there for a minute, Megs Darcy, of course, is a former goalkeeper with Wexford, and she is part of the Dublin backroom team. And also a man that might be known down around the Wexford area is, of course, Jerry McQuaid. Jerry residing in, I think, in around Enniscorthy direction. I see Brian Malloy, the new Uachtaran of the Camogie Association, has joined us here. Get going, up and going here. John is on camera duty with me this afternoon. We'll hopefully hear from Kay Kelly at half time, as well as Barry Nee throws the ball in, and the game is on here a minute and a half after 2 o'clock. Dublin playing Wexford in the Very Ireland National Camogie League Division 1B final. It's only the second time the final obviously has been run. Waterford were victors last year, and of course we saw the run that sent Waterford on, ending up in an All-Ireland final. So over on the far side now, this ball breaking around and trying to get through on it was Roisin Cooney. But Wexford, as we said, will be attacking our side off to the right here, so left to right, but the breeze across the pitch is fairly significant. But Dublin trying to get that ball over on the far side, moving there with opportunity with Aoife Heffernan looking at getting in there and trying to knock that ball away there from Shelley Keogh. Shelley tried to get it into the hand there of Amy Cardiff, but the ball eventually has broken to the other sub that's in from the start, Orla Sinnott, Shelley Kyoden, giving it forward here, getting nudge in the back there on Chloe Fox, and it's going to be a free and a bit of a giveaway there by Elise Jemison Murphy. With a chance here, Chloe Fox of the famed St. Martin's Club, of course. Her clubmate, of course, on the opposite benches this afternoon. But opportunity here now. Ciara O'Connor, of course, 3:36 she's scoring in this year's league, but it's going to be her sister Sarah that's lobbing this ball in her direction. The ball breaks in there, and it's the aforementioned O'Connor that gets it. Another touch coming onto it, looking to get through. There was an A. Curran. She's still an opportunity. Back to O'Connor. Ball is in the back of the net. There you go. Ball was knocked in, Sarah O'Connor in long, Ciara O'Connor got a touch on it, and Nate Curran then followed up on it and got it back into Ciara O'Connor, and when she was 8 yards out, there was no humming or thinking about it. She was going to knock that ball to the back of the net of Amy Gorman, and it's an early start here for Wexford and a flying start for them indeed. Plenty of goals, of course, they did score in the league campaign, and there they have one coming here after just 2 minutes. But the ball is down the other end of the field now, trying to get Dublin moving here, keeping an eye on things there. Laura Dempsey, but Dublin looking to break off. Opportunity straight away, up and over the bar. It looked easier maybe to put that ball in the back of the net, but maybe the challenge that was coming in there on the Dublin number 15, Grace O'Shea, was the difference there. So you'd have to credit maybe the Wexford defence. Laura Dempsey, did she get back to put enough pressure on there? But that could have been a goal. And here beside us, Liam Spratt reckons it should have been a goal. No doubt about it when you were 10 yards out in that situation, 1-on-1. But whatever maybe pressure that was put on, Grace was only able to scoop that ball over the bar. Goal then for Wexford, a point for Dublin, and the ball is over on the far side of the pitch with trying to get out with it there. Roisin Cooney, Ciara Story helping her out as well. Ball was cut out though by Dublin, and across the field it comes here. But again, on the move is the point scorer, Grace O'Shea, going to go from distance, dropping in. Got a good catch though, kept an eye on it there. Well done, Laura Brennan, and knocks it out to her centre back, Ciara Story, of course, of the famed Story family. Her dad Martin just down below us here watching the match here as we make this move now towards Ciara O'Connor. But the referee says that Ciara O'Connor was not the one being fouled. The free, he had a loud advantage there, Barry Knee, for a Dublin foul. Philip MacDonald is the man gesticulating with the flag over on the far side as to where that free should be taken from. So it is a Wexford free, but Wexford then buoyed by that early goal from Ciara O'Connor, their talisman here, as Chloe Fox catches that ball now, looking for an opportunity maybe to offload it, went for the shot, but didn't hear a shout there. Maybe Orla Sinnott could have helped her out, and Dublin have a chance to break clear. Lovely ball into a bit of space, and it's well played there, you'd have to say, by the Dublin midfielder Gabby Couch. Couch from distance, going for the shot. It's tailed out though to the right and wide, and you'd have to say, when you consider the space Gabby Couch is in, she probably should have advanced with that, and she had the room, you would think, as the ball comes out now from that puck out. 4 minutes gone, and we have a goal and we have a point, one at either end, and it's Wexford that are in front. Trying to get on this now, Emma Tompkins, Kilrush player, 4-2 she's scored in the league so far. Ball inside in again, looking to maybe get a touch on it. There was Kate Kerwin. Lady has got 2 goals in the league from the Halfway House Club in Bunclody. Reading the rage well there was Ciara Story, and helping her out possibly will be Amy Cardiff over there, but ball is coming forward now with wing back Roisin Cooney. Cooney looking to step inside, giving the ball down along the wing here towards Kate Kerwin. Kerwin looking to get away now from the attentions here of the Dublin defence. Ball is knocked away from her, but she gets it back. Looking to hear a shout there, and the shot going to come in from Chloe Fox is going to drop short there, but it's read well, and Amy Gorman out to it in alert and plays that ball over the top. Couch looking to get on to opportunity here maybe again for Dublin. Aoife Heffernan looking around. Going to have a ball played in by Grace O'Shea. Ball is knocking in. It's a dangerous ball with Emma Flanagan in underneath it, but the referee is calling it back. He saw a pull there on Grace O'Shea, and marking it there is Mark Murphy, the Limerick official. Well spotted by Barry Knee, allowing the advantage and nothing accruing. So back we go for the free that I imagine it's going to be one lady is going to take this. Aisling Maher, the captain from St. Vincent's, 30 points in this year's league, 22 of them have come from frees, 5 from 45s. So here's a chance to put another on her tally this year. a different position, I would imagine, for Ashing in this Dublin setup. Normally we'd see her somewhere in the forward line. Wearing number 6 on her back, but obviously alone to roam as well. And she splits the post there. And Ashing, a very accurate player from place balls. And gets that free and narrows the gap to just a point now with just over 6 minutes gone here. As Wexford come out then from the back. That early goal from Ciara O'Connor. They haven't built on just yet. They have had one chance since, but Dublin really are the ones building around the middle. Advantage being played, and Dublin coming forward with it now. The shot coming in from Aoife McKerney from Lucan Sarsfield. Has she levelled the game up? No, she hasn't. It's gone out to the right and wide. So the advantage time was gone. 2 wides now for Dublin. 2 points on the board. 8 minutes gone. Wexford continue to lead by that goal. Out it comes. Again, it gets over the top. That win there. Ashingmar is able to send it on, and Dublin come on to this now very, very well with Aoife McKerney. She's the one that just missed. Chipping the ball in. Had to be batted away. Ball comes back out here now. Orla Gray coming onto it. Missed it at the first time. Gets it the second time. Turns into traffic. Fires the ball back out here. Opportunity maybe for Aoife Heffernan. Has she levelled it up? She has. And Dublin are causing some problems when they get forward here. Wexford have been guilty of just not able to get the ball beyond the halfway line in the last couple of opportunities, and it's level pegging here now. Short puck out being taken by Laura Brennan. Looked like it was a foul play there by the cornerback Laura Dempsey. So the two Lauras not working out too well between them. And a free for Ashingmar, you'd imagine again. Dublin, I suppose, accommodate her as I would imagine kind of a quarterback, and she has been floating around the middle and half forward line there, even though she has 6 on her back. Playing kind of an inside 4 and then probably 4 midfields as Ashing pulls that though. Didn't get a great connection off the hurl, but it goes on as a wide here after 9 minutes. It still remains level. Entertaining fair though in this very Ireland National Camogie League Division 1B final. Only the second year of the competition, of course. Waterford, their name on the trophy that's down in front of us. As Wexford trying to get on this ball now with Amy Cardiff. She in for Miriam O'Dowd, and Orla Sinnott, she came in for Linda Bulger to start, as it's the aforementioned Sinnott gets that ball off now and tries to play the ball over here onto this side, but it's a good strong play, I thought, there by the Dublin cornerback Abby Ryan, but the referee said he saw a push, and Dublin management here on the line wondering what that was for essentially, but it is a free in that I would think it's going to be Ciara O'Connor. It is Ciara O'Connor. Ciara got the opening goal, the opening score of the game that came just into the second minute. A good bit of play between herself and Anae Curran. 3:36, Ciara O'Connor, the captain of this Wexford team, has scored this year. 22 frees, 1 penalty. So she is fairly accurate. And on the 45-metre line, connects with this, heading towards that left-hand upright. It's a bit tight, but the umpire nods, and it's a free. It's over the bar, and that comes here with 10 minutes gone. Ciara O'Connor puts that ball over the bar. Ball gets out here towards Claire Gannon, and eventually that ball is moved forward and knocked up and over the bar very, very quickly. Just very quickly down the middle there, and Dublin were able to get that score up and over the bar. Chance then with Dublin getting that score, levelling it up straight away. And Wexford have a bit of a halt here now, so a bit of a knock picked up. Probably just gives management time to resettle the scenario. 4 points to 1-1. Dublin puck out just got over the Wexford hurl, but it all worked out then with clearance then from defence right down the middle, and Dublin were able to get that levelling score again. been graced by current president and past president of the Camogie Association here today as we watch this very early International Camogie League Division 1B final between Wexford and Dublin. Healthy crowd in here in the fabulous facility that is the SETU Carlow GA facility, just on the Kilkenny Road outside Carlow Town, as Dublin come on the attack here now. Aoife McCartney knocking that ball forward, lost control, but it's a bit of ground hurling now by Wexford. Lovely little shift off by Shelley Keogh, giving it back to Ciara Story, and it's down into the grateful hand here of Ciara O'Connor. 2 hits she takes, but she gives it off to Chloe Fox. Fox, lovely touch, gets inside her marker. Fox bearing down and goal now. She's got a player coming across, taken out, and that surely, if that is inside, that is as cynical a foul as you're going to see. Chloe Fox bearing down and goal. Dublin player comes straight across and takes her out of her stride. No goal was going to be scored there. And very close to the edge of the square there, I think. Harry Nee is thinking about the card that he's going to produce here. It is a yellow card. And Dublin's number 7, Kerry Finnegan, is the one that's picked up that card. Kerry came absolutely steaming across there and ensured that Chloe Fox wasn't going to, but it's outside. So Kerry obviously taking one for the team there and stopping that, I would say, definite goal opportunity Chloe Fox had. Now Ciara O'Connor, in this situation, what would she think of doing? Would she tap it over the bar? She will, even with those players on the line. But Ciara O'Connor puts that free over the bar. And 13 minutes gone. It makes it 1-2 to 4. But again, that ball inside. Lovely touch by Chloe Fox. But Barry Nee giving the yellow card to Kerry Finnegan, who had come diagonally across the field and made sure Chloe Fox wasn't going to get that shot off. As Dublin build on it here down at the other end of the field, trying to get on it. Aoife Heffernan lost control of the ball. Ball is kicked on here into a bit of space now. Opportunity for Dublin as they attack the Carlow Town end of the ground, but it's Shelley Keogh getting across there to keep control of that ball. Of course, Shelley, wife of the manager Colin Sunderland, playing that ball to her midfield partner in number 9, Sarah O'Connor, sister, of course, on the edge of the square down the other end as Wexford come forward. Very close there as Dublin getting very physical on Ciara O'Connor, but she gets away and up off her knees. She has a shot off, but she's pulled it to the right and wide, and Barry wasn't given any advantage here or anything, and chance for Wexford gone a begging. 14 minutes gone. They remain though in front at 1-2 to 4 points. A very physical encounter between these two sides. Definitely aware of laying down a marker for maybe the Leinster Championship or later on in the series. Is coming forward with it. Our Dublin again with his Aisling Maher going to have a shot off, and that ball is up and over the bar. That's a fine effort there to level things up. Ball breaks again and Wexford looking to get on it, but Dublin forwards, I have to say, have been very, very lively, but it's Wexford that do come out with an opportunity maybe for Aileen Brennan to get out with it, but in fact, sorry, it was Aileen Brennan. Should trust my judgment sometimes, but it's given on here now with a little bit of jump and run by Elise Jemison Murphy, but the Wexford backs in there again. It's been lost and forward. The referee says then there was a legal chop down there, and it's going to be a free out for Wexford. But I'd imagine it's going to be Sarah O'Connor standing over this. Sarah looking to knock it long for sister Ciara. Ball goes in over the top though, and it's read by the Dublin backs there. 2 Dublin backs back, minding, keeping an eye on Ciara O'Connor. They've seen her as obviously the danger player, and of course she is, and already got a goal and 2 points here. As Dublin going to take this, and Barry Nee penalising Wexford for not getting out of the way quick enough there. I thought he was pointing to the ground over on the far side. He's actually must have been gesticulating to the Dublin player to put it down for the free on the ground. I thought he was pointing to where he was at that moment, which is about 20 yards away, but free anyway for Dublin to come from Aisling Maher. driving it long down in the direction here maybe of Grace O'Shea, who got a fine score for Dublin in the opening stages, but it's 18 Brennan again that offloads it to her corner back there, Laura Dempsey. Ball eventually is going to get out here with Sarah O'Connor, drives it down into a corner, but there's no one at home there minding, and it's time for Kerry Finnegan to pick that ball up and drive it down her same side, but it's cut out by Wexford there, and they've done that very, very well defensively, and it's a good drive here now from, of course, Amy Cardiff offloading that ball over 45 minutes out, and it's going to be a shot from Orla Sinnott, dropping in straight into the keeper's hand, and it's going to be cleared out here by Amy Gorman. Cut out there by O'Connor, but onto it there very, very quickly. Try and kick it was Orla Gray. Ball is on the ground, but Wexford have won it back, have they? Little bit of a push in the back there on the Wexford number 5. But referee is allowing the play to continue, and then he says that the Dublin player overplayed the ball. And it's going to be a free for Wexford. Change coming for Dublin here. It looks like number 21 is going to come in, and that is Anya Rafter from Ballyboden St. Enda's. And Anya coming in here early doors, and it's Orla Gray that has been replaced. So
substitution on the Dublin team, number 21 Anya Rafter replaces number 11 Orla Gray.
Orla Gray a little bit unlucky. She was the one there that conceded that foul, but she is the one that's been called ashore. And obviously looking for something different there is Jerry McQuaid. Ball is knocked long now down that far side, trying to get it, but it comes out off of it looks like Ciara O'Connor's hand, and it's going to be classified as a wide against her. Ball is played short out there, nearly cut out there by Wexford Emma Tompkins, but it's Dublin that have it with their number, trying to get forward with it there. Elise Jemison Murphy getting that ball down. It looked like Wexford's Kira Story was out. And Colin Sunderland nearly getting the flag in the face there from Mark Murphy. So sideline cut that's going to be taken by Dublin then. This is the Very Ireland National Camogie League Division 1B final between Dublin and Wexford from the SETU Carlow GA complex on the Kilkenny Road in Carlow. 18.5 minutes gone, and it is level. It's kind of stagnated a little bit now in the last couple of minutes. Scores were, and action was coming a little bit more free flowing, and we're looking at a change with some paraphernalia here. Referee, the linesman is not happy. I think that the Dublin player has ear studs, I think, so they're going to be changed at that moment in time there. Actually, Aoife McCartney is sorting that out. Looked like a bit of a challenge coming in there on the Wexford player. The referee saying that you can't do that on your after, and it's going to be a free out for Wexford. So 5 points to 1-2, 19 minutes gone. As I said, it started with a plum, with a cracking goal from Ciara O'Connor. That came after 2 minutes, but credit Dublin then to work their way back in, and Wexford and themselves have traded scores in the last while. Aoife McCartney has sorted out the uniform issues, and moving on the ball now are Dublin with Finnegan trying to get that ball forward, but it's cut out by their number 21 Amy Cardiff for Wexford. Steps back into the middle, not a great ball in the direction of Sarah O'Connor. Dublin got a block on it, but it's Aideen Brennan there picking up the break, dropping this ball now in the direction over here of looking to come on to it was Emma Tompkins, but it's knocked away by Orla Sinnott. Sinnott looking to get their body over it there. Also there as well as Kate Kerwin. Ball is still though with Dublin looking to get a drive off it there with their number 10 Aoife McCartney. Ball breaks away though, and it's picked up by Shelley Keogh, driving into it there, playing the ball across field now towards Roisin Cooney. That's cut away though by the opposite number 7 Finnegan. Finnegan looking to play the ball up into the corner now, looking for a bit of move here off of Anya Rafter, but the referee says that Anya Rafter fouled her opposite number, and it's going to be a free out. Aideen Brennan using some of her guile there, getting her body in front of Rafter, and got a nudge in the back end off. So 20.5 minutes gone now. Ball is Ciara Story sent down towards the half-forward position. Wexford player fell off the ball there, but nothing accruing off that, and Dublin returned it with Emma O'Byrne. O'Byrne into the direction of Rafter. Lovely flick away there from Rafter. She tried to gain possession, but Dublin look like they may have the numbers. Rafter just looking to get in there and dig it out, but Wexford have turned it over again. It's O'Connor offloading the pass now, looking to get charging forward here now. As Wexford come out through the channel, referee allowing the advantage. Wexford playing this ball across field now, looking for Ciara O'Connor, but he's going to call it back there. The foul on Roisin Cooney was not allowing the opportunity to get forward, and it's going to be a free that it's going to be taken by Sarah O'Connor. Sarah just over the halfway line, might fancy having a shot at that. Maybe she should have, such as the power she got behind it, but laid the ball into the corner. Referee says there was a foul committed by Dublin's number 5, Claire Gannon, who looked like it was an even tussle for the ball, but he said that there was a touch on the back. It was enough to call the Wexford player to hit the ground, and it's going to be a free that Ciara O'Connor is going to take. And the foul was committed on Chloe Fox. Looks a little bit harsh on Claire Gannon, but it's Ciara O'Connor then, a goal and 2 points. That's what she's got. All of Wexford scores here. 22 minutes gone now. She's just in behind the floodlight there. You might be able to see her. She come out very tight angle. No, she's pulled it to the left and wide, and not helped by the wind. The wind is blowing off the back of the stand out onto the field, and she is now 3 wides to her name as well. Puck out comes, short puck up by Dublin, played towards Elise Jemison Murphy, plays it up along the wing. Looked like a pull on the helmet there of Gabby Couch, but play continues. Referee is not awarding the free there. He's allowed the advantage, he's calling it back, and I think Ciara O'Connor might be a little bit lucky there. She didn't have a talking to. Gabby Couch is in a bit of space now, but they're taking their time with the free. The free is going to be roughly on the just beyond the Dublin 65. Aisling Maher with a bit of breeze. If she judged it well, you'd fancy she has the power to be able to get this all the way, but she might be also looking for a bit of movement in her forward line. Looking at Aisling, she's going for it. It's up good and high, but it's tailing off to the left, is it? Might be kept in play. No, not able to be doing enough there, or the Dublin forwards, and it goes down as a wide from Aisling Maher. 2 points for her, 2 wides as well. 1-2 to 5 it remains. 23.5 minutes gone. The very early National Camogie League Division 1B final from the SETU GA Centre in Carlow on the Kilkenny Road here. Fine, fabulous facilities, we know, and has hosted a few big games since it has obviously been developed. But breaking on to this are Wexford as they look to put their hand on this trophy, and it's Orla Sinnott giving it to Nate Curran. Nate Curran was involved in setting up that goal for Ciara O'Connor in the opening stages, but it's a very good tackle there by Dublin's number 8, and that of course Niamh Gannon. Niamh of course, and her sister Claire on the team. Aisling not able to take her place today, replaced by Aoife Heffernan. Gabby Couch, of course, playing for Dublin. Her sister Jodie has a long-term injury, as we know. So a bit of a scrum forming down here, about 40 metres out, about 10 metres in from the line, and eventually it's Dublin number 5, Claire Gannon. They got a knock away on that ball and tried to get in there, get moving with Grace O'Shea. Got the opening score of the game for Dublin, and has been quite tenacious in getting involved in some of the play down there. Has won herself a free, and imagine Aisling Maher will be thinking about this again, but I think Jerry McQuaid probably telling her maybe take the low risk opportunity, maybe search for players inside. This is probably outside her range in this particular kind of condition, as the wind, as you said, cuts across the field. With a bit of stagnant movement in the Dublin forwards, but now opportunity in there inside the D. Bit of movement here as that ball, as Aisling O'Neill tried to get on it, leaves it off there to Grace O'Shea. Is that a shot? It's out to the right and wide. Chance gone a begging, and Dublin have had opportunity, but unfortunately for them, they have missed them. And as I said, on the scoring front, it's gone a little bit stale. Puck out to come then from Laura Brennan, and then being told as the Dublin fans get behind the referee, asking him to urge on the puck out. Ball breaks, and it's Shelley Keogh that drives onto it, knocks it in the direction of Emma Tompkins. Tompkins getting away from her marker, looking to play it forward to her. Shelley Keogh. Keogh went for it, was tripped as she went for it. The Dublin players appealing, but there's no question about it. Shelley Keogh's ankles were taken from her just as she was about to gain possession, and it's an easy, you'd imagine, opportunity here for Ciara O'Connor. And just about 40 metres out, right in front of the post as such. You'd fancy her to put this ball over the bar. Shelley Keogh, haven't seen too many of those trademark runs she's famed for over the years, of course, with Owler, Tabala and Wexford. But Shelley making that opportunity then when they got through, and ball might have been a bit behind her, but she did do enough to win the free, as O'Connor has the shot and she puts that over the bar. So Wexford go back in front here, and it's getting in towards that time now before half time. Ciara O'Connor has 1-3 of the score here. 27 minutes gone in the very early National Camogie League Division 1B final between Leinster rivals Dublin and Wexford. Ball played forward though by Wexford, looking to get a footing here as Dublin coming forward there. Looks like there's a bit of a trip there, no question, on the Dublin player, Aisling O'Neill, and Barry Nee giving a sideline ball there. I have to say I disagree with that decision. Aisling O'Neill trying to get forward in that ball, and her legs taken from under her. But it's a sideline ball for Wexford that has been given by the officials. Ball taken in by O'Connor then. Eventually getting control of it, and that looked a bit high there on Roisin Cooney, but the referee says 10. So he maintains Roisin Cooney should have got out of the way of that. I think there might have been an evening up of the situation there. Again, I maintain it's still a rule in lady sport that has to be sorted out, and definitely in GA. It's given here for Aisling Maher. This should be a chance to level things up, you'd imagine, with 2 minutes to the break. Aisling Maher puts it up good and high. It's heading towards that upright, and it's up and over the bar. Aisling Maher with her third point in, and it's level game here. 6 points to 1-3. Ciara O'Connor and Aisling Maher. And O'Connor has the ball, but it's taken well there by Aoife Heffernan now. Stealing onto it, giving it to Grace O'Shea. Lovely step inside. Are Dublin in front? They are for Grace O'Shea for the first time in the game. Lovely score. Puck out didn't work out for Wexford, and there's 2 on the bounce from Dublin. And lovely bit of play, you'd have to say. Aoife Heffernan took the hit and offloaded the pass. Grace O'Shea, lovely step inside, and the puck out not working out again for Wexford. Could have conceded 3 in a row. Aisling O'Neill just couldn't get possession of it, and Dublin now in front for the first time at 7 points to 1-3. Had trailed all the time to that goal, had got level obviously, but never ahead. But now they are 2 on the bounce from that 3 by Aisling Maher. The puck out not working out for Wexford, and returned with a bit of purpose by Grace O'Shea. But here's Ciara O'Connor offloading it now and setting away in A. Kern. Kern though loses control of the ball, and it's going to be taken away by Niamh Gannon. Gannon though didn't get a full clearance on it, gets it the second time, heading over into the direction there of Gabby Couch. Couch though loses control of it as the Wexford player coming onto it. Roisin Cooney was fouled, says the referee, as she went to get possession of that, and it looks like Ciara O'Connor is going to come over and be on top of this, just outside the 45. Going to take a little bit of a hit on this, and Philip MacDonald is actually bringing her back that even little bit further, so don't think this is going to be a point. Ciara O'Connor, it'll be some strike if she gets it, but I think with that breeze that's going right across her, it's going to be difficult. The flags on this side suggest that it's coming in towards us, and then on the far side it's heading the other way. But when we're out in the middle of the pitch, it's definitely coming off the top of the stand. So difficult effort here for Ciara O'Connor as she heads it towards those posts. Has she got it? No, she's pulled it out to the left and wide as 2 minutes of additional time are to be played. That's the 4th wide for Ciara O'Connor. So we're just into that additional time now as Dublin take a short puck out. They'll be obviously happy that they've put on Now an opportunity though, Wexford over on the far side. It was trying to be played on there with Emma Tompkins. Wexford putting a bit of pressure now all the way back, and Dublin got to be careful here. That ball skidding off that bit of artificial surface, and eventually Amy Gorman gets a puck out there. She won't be thanking the girls for playing it back that ball, but trying to get onto it here now. Orla Sinnott though looking to get it off, and eventually it's Roisin Cooney over on this side of the field now. Gives it to her cornerback Laura Dempsey with a shot. Dempsey with the point. And Laura Dempsey had 1 point before today. There's her second, and she levels the game here with 1 minute to go. And Laura Dempsey and Roisin Cooney on the wrong side of the field to where they normally are, as this ball has been cut off and looking to drive forward on it there, but it's well played. Claire Gannon looking to get back, playing it over here now towards Ashley Marr. Marr's been surrounded, has to go back to her goalkeeper. Keeper's got to be careful here now. Amy Gorman again has been put under a little bit of pressure, and she's dealt with it well. It's not the Wexford players that put her under pressure, it's her own players, as Kerry Finnegan knocks that ball down towards Grace O'Shea, but it's well returned there by it looked like Shelley Keogh. Ball playing forward now. It's going to be Wexford trying to get this opportunity to get back in front. 7-1-4. It's now whatever at the discretion of the referee. Playing that ball forward here. Opportunity maybe for Sinnott to get this ball, but she's well marshalled there by the Dublin Elise Jemison Murphy. Still got it though. Sinnott flicking the ball inside. It's a dangerous enough ball. Trying to get in there, but it's well read by the Dublin defence, and that's a fair catch in there. Was it Claire Gannon that eventually put her hand up, won that ball? And 7 points to 1-4, still very much all to play for there. Bit of helter-skelter at the end as Wexford maybe chased the lead score just at the break, but Barry Nee has seen enough, and Wexford, who led for different parts of the game. Dublin only led once, and that was a fine score from Grace O'Shea, but credit Wexford came back and were able to get a score of their own, and that came from the unlikely source of Laura Dempsey, their cornerback, and she was able to get in there and be able to put the ball over the bar, link it up well with wing-back Roisin Cooney. So, half-time break here. We will hopefully get to hear from Kate Kelly in a moment. And she's alongside us here. She's working with Southeast Radio. But we are, of course, still at the SETU GA complex here on the Kilkenny Road in Carlow. And it's a fine scenario of half-time. So maybe we'll allow Kate to have her few words there with Southeast, and then what we'll do is we'll maybe have a quick word with her before we go back on at the start of the second half. So just to let you know then, here in the Very Ireland Camogie Leagues Division 1B from the SETU Carlow GA Centre, it is at half time. Dublin then, who put a little bit of a fight there in the last 10 minutes to get ahead, but then they were pegged back by that point from Laura Dempsey. It's been essentially Ciara O'Connor that's been directing affairs. 1-3 she's got for Wexford in that half. Ashley Marr, along with Grace O'Shea and Ashley O'Neill, have got in with points for Dublin as well. But here at half time, it is Dublin 7 points to Wexford's 1-4. Rejoin us shortly. back live here at the SETU Arena here in Carlow. Kate Kelly, very tight game as we were just saying, and we're finding out there if it is a draw, it's a replay next week. That's how we're thinking this game might pan out.
Yeah, definitely the two teams, there's nothing between them. An excellent first half against the win. I thought Wexford played very well, and I'm sure Dublin, when they go into at half time, haven't conceded like double the amount of frees that Wexford did in the first half. It's one area they'll be tightening up in the second half, and look at it, I can't see the win playing any factor in this in the second half either. I think the two teams are well able to adapt to it. If
you're looking at those things, I think both managers that probably they need to free up one or two other players. I would think, Ciara Connor's getting an awful lot of special attention, that surely it's up to one of the other Wexford forwards maybe to put their hand up a little bit here.
Yeah, no, definitely. Ciara is definitely on the ball today. Her first touch, any ball that goes in, and nearly two players on her, she's well able to come out with it. And as you say, you need the others to start stepping up. We need a little bit more. We've had the opportunities from the others and they just haven't been taking them. So I would agree that from a Wexford point of view, definitely you could have a few more that needs to step up at this point. But on the Dublin side, they're moving quite well up front. Grace O'Brien's got 2 great points, and they probably should have another couple of scores on the board, and I'd be disappointed with that.
So we're still thinking about a draw, are we?
I'm thinking about a draw, and obviously being a Wexford lady, I'd love to see Wexford come through this, but it could go either way.
Thanks indeed, Kate Kelly, giving us that view, and we might be able to get Kate's view at the end of the game as well, depending how it all works out. But we have obviously been told that it will be a replay next week. We're just waiting on Dublin to get back out into the field here. So just bear with us while I adjust my headset here. Action will be underway shortly. Barry Need, the man in the middle, but it may take a little bit of brilliance as well from some of the players out there. And we've a number of players, of course, that would be able to produce on the field of play here on any given day. And lots of talented players out on the field as they venture out. Don't forget, if you are a Camogie fan, there's plenty of Camogie streaming going on at this moment in time. And there is the Division 3 and 4 finals taking place at half-time. The Division 4 final, it's Tyrone, who were playing very, very well this year. Division 4, they lead Wicklow by 1-9 to 3 points. And at half-time, it's in the Division 3A final, Laois and Armagh are quite close, but it's Armagh that have the upper hand there at 6 points to 1-2. So really only Tyrone of the 3 games are the ones that are running away with action here as we get ready for Barry Need to throw in the ball for the second half. It's just coming up on 12 minutes to 3 o'clock. By the time 20 past 3 maybe comes around, we'll have an idea of it as Wexford tried to get that ball forward, but it was cut off. An opportunity now for Dublin to build down there, but it's well read by Ciara Story, and she's able to get that ball down the field. Not that far though because of the Dublin attention, and Dublin come back at it. Ball in trying to get into a grasp with a hand there. Was it looked like the Anya Rafter, of course, who came on for Orla Gray 18 minutes gone. Aoife Heffernan and Elise Jemison Murphy, they were on for the start from Aisling Gannon and Laura Sharkey respectively, while Wexford had 2 changes. Murray O'Dowd replaced by Amy Cardiff, and Orla Sinnott was in for Linda Bulger. But it's an opportunity for the Dublin girls to get on that ball, but the referee says a foul committed, and it's going to be a Wexford free that is going to be taken by Sarah O'Connor. So busy weekend, of course, of GA action. And don't forget that historic triple header tomorrow in Crow Park with 2 Camogie games as this ball is knocked in. Opportunity maybe falls in there. Wexford are in all over it. Got to be minding the goal line there, and that's where, of course, Claire Gannon heads back to keep an eye on protecting the net back there for Amy Gorman. That ball broke away, and eventually Dublin somehow get it off over on the far side, and I think it's Gabby Couch that's got over there now to get herself over that ball and get out with it, and eventually she does. And I don't know how she was able to get in there and win that ball with plenty of Wexford players around. Wexford player going to ground there is the point scorer just before the break, Laura Dempsey and Roisin Cooney linked up well to be able to get that ball over the bar for Wexford to get the point on their right hand side. But Wexford attacking now from our right to the left. Dublin protecting the Carlowtown end of the goal here of the SETU GA complex. As I said, a fabulous facility here. And Dublin now trying to get it moving here. It hasn't progressed too much. It's like a moving mall as such. Barry Nee keeping a standoffish look at things to see, and eventually Dublin come out with it and offload the pass here. Opportunity maybe with Heffernan. They're going to get this ball forward, but there's not too many blue jerseys in there, and trying to do a lot of work on her own there was Aisling O'Neill, but eventually looks like the Wexford defence are going to be able to clear it now with Roisin Cooney being urged on, plays it into the middle, but the ball doesn't really fall for Chloe Fox, but she tries to get in there, second time of asking, being helped out there by Kate Kerwin. The halfway houseman Cody Clare is judge have been fouled there, or was he allowing the advantage go on Chloe Fox? Either way, anyway, it's a free in for Wexford as a change about to be made on the Dublin team, and it looks like it's going to be Aisling Gannon now that's coming in, and it's Emma Flanagan that's going to be replaced. That's the change that is happening. So Aisling Gannon on the field of play as Wexford get to line up this free now with Ciara O'Connor. An opportunity to put Wexford back in front. As Ciara O'Connor connects with this, has she got enough on it? She has. It's gone over the bar. And Ciara O'Connor has Wexford back in front. 34 minutes gone. Dublin with the change then, with Aisling Gannon now in for Emma Flanagan. Puck out goes short for Dublin. They have been playing that puck out a couple of times in the game. Aoife McKerney tried to get in and win that ball. I think I gave Aisling O'Neill a point from the first half. In fact, should have gone to Aoife McKerney. Philip MacDonald, the Cavan official on this side, given the sideline ball, and it's Dublin to take it. Not a great ball from Claire Gannon, but does it work out for Dublin? It does look like it was steps there. Wexford are all in over the Kerry Finnegan, and eventually Philip MacDonald judges that the ball out to the right. And again, I think the Wexford girls might feel hard done by there, because looked like the Dublin player may have been charging with that ball in hand. But anyway, Philip MacDonald has made the decision. Barry Nee happy to go with it. And eventually that ball is taken. Free from Aisling Marr. Aisling Gannon getting on this ball now, joining her sister Claire, of course, on the Dublin team. Ball down into the corner. This is the Very Ireland National Camogie League Division 1B final. Only the second year, of course, of the competition. Waterford were victors last year as Dublin get on to that bit of a mix-up in the Wexford defence. Shot coming in from Aoife McKerney. Has she got her second point? No. It's tailed out to the left and wide. Dublin have had plenty of chances. Might make that 5 wides out for Wexford as that ball goes out to the middle, and it's taken away from Aideen Brennan there by the Dublin players, and trying to charge onto it now Kerry Finnegan. Ball goes back behind them though, and they have to be back there. Gabby Couch throwing that ball back, eventually a low ball along the ground, but trying to spin in and win it there is the Anae Kern. Anae, of course, very popular GA coach within Wexford. Trying to get in there and win that ball, trying to be helped out there by Orla Sinnott. Bit of a scrum down below us here. John having an excellent view on camera. Philip MacDonald keeping an eye in close quarters as well. Gabby Couch on the ground. Referee deciding he's going to call a halt to that and eventually throw the play in, but no quarter being asked or given in this game. Wexford leading 1-5-7. 2-15 to 17 points was the victory Wexford had against Dublin back when the league started. Nice day, I have to say, in Carlow. When you consider the weather of the recent weeks, as Dublin come forward with the ball, looked like there was a charge situation there, carried it out over the line as well, but the referee is given a free as he maintained a Wexford arm, came in over the shoulder there. Ball played across by Aisling Marr then from that free. Cut out there by Wexford's number 12, Kate Kerwin. Into the middle it goes, but waiting for that ball a little bit more Wexford, and it's been snaffled onto there by the lady that's come in, of course, Aisling Gannon. Ball is offloaded now and trying to get on it. Aisling there, being helped out by Elise Jamison Murphy. Is a shot coming in from Dublin's number 10, Aoife McKerney, and that's her second wide in succession. 112 she's got in this year's league, so she's not afraid to have a cut at the post, but Wexford continue to lead here, 1-5 to 7 points. A goal from Ciara O'Connor could be the deciding factor. It came the very first score of the game. Dublin now looking to get the ball forward, but it's again the tackling there from Wexford. And looked like Sarah O'Connor was trying to influence Philip MacDonald into what way that ball was going, but it's going to be a sideline cut that Aisling Maher is going to take. Aisling Maher now lining this up. She's got 3 points in this game. Gets a lovely cut on this ball up in the direction of Aisling O'Neill. Aisling, of course, 1-14 in this year's league, but unfortunately hasn't had really an opportunity today to be able to trouble the goalpost. Coming forward with it now are Wexford, and it's the danger woman herself, Ciara O'Connor, having a fine game, looking to get inside, gets around 2 or 3 Dublin players, has a shot off, but she's pulled it to the right and wide, but the referee was allowing her advantage there, as Abby Ryan and Emma O'Byrne were doing their best to stop her. And this should be, you'd imagine, a free that Wexford will open the gap, and it'll be the biggest gap they had since they got the goal. Ciara, have to say, unmarkable it would seem at the minute. Dublin having to put 2 players on her any opportunity. Ball has been in there. Coming up on 9 minutes gone. The Very Ireland National Camogie League Division 1B final. And this is between Dublin and Wexford. As I said to you, the Division 2 decider takes place tomorrow. Westmeath and Derry. As Ciara O'Connor knocks this ball up over the bar. And tomorrow that will be followed, of course, by what promises to be a cracking fight between Galway and Tipperary in the Division 1. So puck-out doesn't go well for Dublin, and it seems to be whatever way it is with the wind down here. Wexford had similar trouble in the first half. Was the biggest lead they've had now, Wexford, since he said early doors. Shelley Keogh pirouettes very well and gets that ball forward now, looking for a bit of movement in there out of Chloe Fox. Fox being a bit cute in there, you'd have to say. Fox by name, Fox by nature, was trying to be cute and playing the Dublin player and trying to win possession of the ball, but Dublin have turned it over, and it's going to be over on the far side now. Bit of a charge down by Dublin. Good play by Grace O'Shea, who's had 2 points to her name. But the ball has been turned over there. It looks like O'Connor's in there to try and win it. Ciara Story in there as well. Shelley Keogh is out here off the gap as well if she's wanted. Ball is played down the same wing though, and maybe should have been sent a different direction by Wexford. Bit of a scrum forming again. No quarter, as he said, been asked or given, but it is Wexford that have opened that little bit of a gap. They're charging forward, advantage being played. Opportunity maybe to offload it there by Wexford's number 10 and 8 Curran. Shot coming in, dangerous ball, but the goalkeeper is well aware to it, and I have to say, being impressed by Amy Gorman. Has had to deal with a couple of difficult balls, and she's done very, very well, the Lucan Sarsfields woman. But the ball is cut out by Wexford at the far end of the field now, looking to drive on and maybe open a more significant gap. But Aisling Maher standing in the gap, able to take that ball away, but she's surrounded and hassled and harried there by Shelley Keogh, and also getting in there. Keogh again going to have a shot off at that, but the ball has been cut out. Referee allowing the play to continue. Looking to clear it now. Maher shortening the grip, looking to knock it down along the wing. Looks like it's going to win the race to the line over on the far side. And as I said, it's a little bit helter-skelter back there for Dublin at the minute. Just not as controlled as they once were, as a change about to be made on the Dublin team again. Looks like it's Sinead Nolan from St. Jude's is going to come in, and Aoife McKerney is the one that's going to be replaced. So 42 minutes gone, and Aoife McKerney has done her time. Sinead Nolan is the one player that's coming in, and the St. Jude's woman. Maybe looking to give something else to the Dublin attack, but Dublin are behind by 2, 7 scores apiece, but the goal from Ciara O'Connor that came after just 2 minutes is the difference here. 1-6-7 as Wexford ready a substitute as well. Looks like number 23 Joanne Dillon from the Racker Road Cushion Club is about to come in. She scored 2-3 in this year's league, so she knows where the goals are. She's about to be brought in by the looks of things. The sun is shining here on a glorious day in Carlow, and I think we'll take any day the sun is shining at the moment, considering the last few weeks of rain. As a bit too nonchalant there by Ciara Story. Dublin have wrestled the ball back. Aideen Brennan now going backwards. Got to be careful. Being tracked down there. She does quite well over into the corner. A little bit of help from her cornerback, Laura Dempsey there. Laura got that score, of course, for Wexford just before the break. Tried to find Ciara O'Connor there, and she was back winning the ball, but the referee says that she was illegally chopping down, and it's going to be a free in. And it's number 15 for Wexford that's coming off, Emma Tompkins. So Emma Tompkins, after 43 minutes, is replaced, and Joanne Dillon is coming in for her. Emma had a good enough league, but opportunities today maybe didn't present themselves for her. Let's get on the scoreboard here today, and the scoreboard, as we said, has been quite tight. Ciara O'Connor with a goal and 5 points. Laura Dempsey is the only other scorer for Wexford. Ashley Mars had 3 points. Aoife McKerney had 1, and there's 2 for Grace O'Shea, as Mar stands over on the far side, heading this ball towards the post, and she's deadly accurate, and that ball is over the bar, and it's a score that Dublin needed. But their first score of the second half now, 4 points. Ashley Mar brings her tally on to 34 points in this year's league, and there is getting into winning Niamh Gannon. Referee says that there was a legal play by Wexford there, and I'd imagine Ashley Mar will be standing over this now, 65 metres out. And it was good play there by Niamh Gannon. 3 Gannon sisters now on the field of play. Of course, Aisling was replaced at the off by Aoife Heffernan, but was brought into the game. So all 3 of the St. Jude's Gannons are on the field. As this free then from Aisling Mar, 65 metres out into the far end of the position here, dropping in, dangerous ball is left behind by the Wexford defence, but got to be careful there. Ciara Story getting the ball out towards Dempsey looking to step inside the attackers, plays a lovely ball out, you'd have to say. Looking to clear it out further there was Amy Cardiff over to the far wing, and it's an interchange of passes, and Wexford have done very well to extricate themselves from their end line on that Dublin free to get it out here now into the position and down into the far wing. Ball is a bit of a chase on now here for Wexford. Looks like it's Fox over on the far side, looking to step inside, driving forward still, keeping the ball on her left hand side, but it's well played, I would have thought, by the Dublin defence, but the referee says there was a legal tussle there, and it's Wexford free. And you have to say, from one end to the other, all down along the right hand side of the field, that was well played by Wexford, and have now manufactured a score of their own here, potentially, after that Aisling Mar free drop short. They had to be very, very careful of being able to get that ball out, and they did it very well, Wexford. And a chance to open up a 2-point lead again here, with Ciara O'Connor standing over this. And again, I just think some of the frees Wexford are getting are a little bit easier than the ones maybe Dublin are getting for Aisling Mar, as this ball puts it over the bar for Ciara O'Connor. .46 minutes gone now. Ciara O'Connor with her 3rd point of the second half, as the ball comes out to the middle. Looked like again a legal use of the stick there by Dublin, on a Dublin player by Wexford, as the ball is played now into the direction here of Aisling Gannon, spinning off and looking to have a shot at the post is number 23 Sinead Nolan, and she's put that ball over the bar, and that's a fine Dublin score. And Sinead Nolan gets that point. Just kept off the shoulder there of Aisling Gannon and whipped that ball over the bar. Ball is not long now. Dublin, like they were in the first half, looking to strike now into the last quarter, but it's Wexford with Sinnott looking to get a hand on this ball, kicking it and moving it forward, and it's still going with Wexford now looking to get a grasp on it, and eventually it is done with Ciara O'Connor looking to step in away from one challenge, then into another. Referee says that was illegal with the shoulder, and it's going to be a free out. And I know Congress has come and gone, but again, it's a rule that is going to have to be changed, I think. Player standing their ground can come across illegally, I think, on a player that's moving, and the player that stands the ground can get the free. It's not always the right thing, I think, but Dublin don't make the most of that free then, even though they had created a bit of a gap, and Aisling Gannon records a wide here with 48 minutes gone. So we're into a tight enough fair now, 1-7-9. Puck out to come from the custodian Laura Brennan from the Rathnure club. Down long it goes. Shelley Keogh in behind, but the ball is taken away from her by Niamh Gannon. Ball down the centre now, as Dublin tend to have raided. They're looking to come and attack Emma, or I should say Maeve Sinnott there in Ciara Story direction. Driving onto it now is the lady that got the last point. Sinead Nolan has the strike off, but this time it's gone to the right and wide. Dublin now just building up a bit of a head of steam. Wexford struggling to get out. Colin Sunderland urging these charges now to keep it together. Short puck out from Wexford point of view. And Sinead Nolan trying to put pressure, but the ball is into the middle where Shelley Keogh tried to get to it, but Sarah O'Connor tried to get on it. Looked like a bit of a nudge in the back of Sarah O'Connor's back. Shelley Keogh trying to get there, but the Dublin player somehow was able to get that ball away. Ciara O'Connor looking to get in to disrupt the Dublin movement now. Ball is Gannon knocking it down into the corner. Going up there to try and get a touch on that there was Maeve Sinnott. Ball breaks, but it's Dublin that have done it. The Sky Blue and Navy are coming charging again now. Sinead Nolan has got that ball across somehow into the direction here of Anya Rafter. Rafter then giving the ball off. Is this the level game? It is. And again, it is Grace O'Shea that has stepped up at various different moments in this game for Dublin. And she's put the ball over the bar. Level game with 10 minutes and a half or thereabouts to go. All of a sudden, Dublin just found a little bit of an extra gear in the last couple of minutes and have notched on a couple of scores to level the game up here. Just when it looked like maybe Wexford, with that 2-point lead, it was a significant enough lead when you consider the totality of this game. With Dublin 10 points, Wexford 1-7, and there are 10 minutes of playing time remaining. Are we looking at a replay next weekend? This game, as he said, has been playing out quite tight throughout. So free to come then from Ciara Story. Ball is landing in there and trying to maybe keep an eye on the chase of it, or a couple of the Wexford players. Tyrone 2-13, Wicklow 7 points in the Division 4 final, and it is level in the 3A final. Laois 1-5, Armagh 8 points as Wexford lose control of that ball, and Dublin flying out here now with an opportunity. Maybe Kerry Finnegan now in a little bit of an overlap here is Sinead Nolan, who's causing Wexford now a few problems. Has a shot at the post, dangerous ball in, it's in the back of the net, and that could be a game defining score. But Sinead Nolan, since she's come into this game, has caused all sorts of problems for the Wexford defence, and she's followed up her point on 47 with a goal here now after 51. Not a whole lot, I don't think, that Laura Brennan could do about it. It dropped in over her stick and into the back of the net, and Dublin now lead by 3, and Wexford have to go to the well here now and try and work this out. Ball is quite close to the line. Philip MacDonald eventually decides that Dublin have taken it out over the line, and well, you'd have to credit Dublin with the fight back that they've made. They were 2 points down, they now lead by 3, and it's all happened in the last 3 or 4 minutes of play. But a dangerous ball in by Sinead. I'm sure she was going for the point, and it's just the way the wind is around here. It's swirling every way, drops in under the crossbar just over the hurl, and it's a fine score for Dublin. And as we said, have changed this game around in a matter of 4 or 5 minutes here. And now Wexford have to go hard again here. Wexford only conceded 1 goal in the whole league. That was against Limerick in their, only conceded 3 goals in the whole league. That was in 1 game, and that was against Limerick the last day. Ball now with Dublin, and they're rampant at the minute. There's a shot coming in from distance, dropping in, got to be careful, and it's well taken there by Laura Brennan. That shot came in for Morla Gray, but the ball hasn't worked out now well for Wexford. There's a bit of a scrum about 20 metres out. The referee says he's going to throw the ball in, but Dublin know they're in control here now with 8 minutes remaining. And a game that looked like Wexford were starting to be in, as I said, control of, has just gotten away from them. Sinead Nolan definitely making a little bit of a difference in that Dublin forward line, but it is Wexford that have won this ball now, looking to drive it down. Have they to find the back of the onion sack here, looking to get on it there. Claire Gannon doing her defender's bit, holding off Chloe Fox. Ball with Shelley Keogh, could be inside. Chloe Fox did hit it. Ball is inside though. There's a bit of Wexford space. Chloe Fox going for the return. Lost there by the Wexford number 12, Kate Kerwin. Into a bit of trouble. Kerwin still going. Offloads the ball here. Ball is on the deck. Wexford player has it. Is she being fouled? She dived for the ground, I thought. Referee elects that he's going to give a free in. Don't know where opportunity there. I think the Wexford player may have played for the free. It's on the edge of the 30-metre line. And whether it was a suplex move or something like that, but Wexford number 23 ended up on the deck there. That of course Joanne Dillon. I did think she kind of played for it, but free has been awarded. Now you're Ciara O'Connor and there are 6 minutes left. You're a goal down. The goal is going to be lined, but with the sun in their eyes, would you go for this? I think with the pace that Ciara O'Connor has here, you might be thinking of a goal. Will be 20 metres out. Now all the Dublin players have elected to go on the goal line, but they could actually stand on the edge of the square, as it is only a 20-metre free. So Ciara O'Connor, does she go for this? 6 minutes to go. Let's see what happens. Ciara O'Connor elects to tap it over the bar. Probably thinking if I don't get another chance, at least it's narrowed the gap, and now there's only a one-score game. 1-10-1-8. Ball over the far side. Missed there by Laura Dempsey and her Dublin compatriot, but the ball tried to be taken in here by Sarah O'Connor. Look at offloaded. Advantage being played. Driving on with it, Shelley Keogh. Look at this. Oh, pirouetted well out the tackle there. Dropping this ball in deep now. Ball has got to be read. Dublin goalkeeper comes out. It's O'Connor. What a goal! What a goal from the Tallies woman, Ciara O'Connor. Ball dropping in. Goalkeeper come out when she probably didn't have to, Amy Gorman, and the space was allowed. Ciara O'Connor flashed the ball to the far side. Goal from Ciara O'Connor, and maybe she knew that chance was going to come, but you'd have to credit Shelley Keogh and the work that she did out there, and Sarah O'Connor as well, in winning that possession for Wexford to get that ball forward. The ball in long, and O'Connor took the chance that maybe the two Dublin players would maybe collide, possibly, but she was there as any good forward is, to snaffle that opportunity and put it in the back of the net. Right excitement here, and now it's swung back in favour of Wexford. 2-8 to 1-10 they lead. 2 points up, 2 points down. Now they find themselves a point up, and it's a right cracking encounter here, this Division 1B very Ireland National Camogie League final. Waterford the victors last year, the cup down below us. Where will it be heading? Back down in the southeast, or will it be in Dublin? It's a right entertaining fair, and I'm sure it sets down a few markers for championship that's obviously underway in the next week or two at provincial level. And then don't forget the All-Ireland series as Wexford get ready to introduce a sub. Katie Roach of Owler Tabala getting ready to come in here. Now Dublin have to come fighting for a score to get level and force maybe a replay with next week. Ball breaking over on that far side. Wexford forming a bit of a scrum over there. It's quite tight over there at, as they said, the scoreline remains 2-8 to 1-10. Wexford now in front. Ciara O'Connor, 2 goals and 7 points she has in this game. The other Wexford score coming from Laura Dempsey, and that was just on the injury time of the first half, and it ensured that the sides went in level. So Laura Dempsey is going to be replaced.
Number 4, Laura Dempsey.
So Laura Dempsey, the one being replaced by Katie Roach. Howler Tabala for Glenbarntown. And Dublin number 26. Hannah O'Dea from Kula.
21, Anya Rafter.
So Anya Rafter, who went in after just 18 minutes, has been called ashore. So Hannah O'Dea Kula is in. Dublin now with the chance. Aisling Maher standing about 62 metres out from the Kilkenny end of this ground here, out on the Kilkenny Road in Carlowtown. It's dropping short though. It's a dangerous enough ball. Got to be a big hand, and it is. Ciara Story goes to the clouds, wins that ball, knocking it long now. Here's O'Connor looking to come out and win this ball, looking to drive forward. She's been held up by 2 or 3 Dublin players, and then referee says that she's charging the Wexford management. Go ballistic here with that free. And Ciara O'Connor could go absolutely nowhere there. 3 Dublin players got in around her, and then the referee says that she committed a foul, and Aisling Maher has a second chance at the goal post. Similar distance out, but it's a little bit more central. 2-8 to 1-10. Minute and a half remaining, and it looks like 4 minutes has gone up there. So still lots of time. Aisling Maher puts a lot of cloud on that, but it's tailing out to the left and wide. So 2-8 to 1-10, the very early National Camogie League Division 1B final. Wexford urging on their side now. 2-8 to 1-10 have come from being a goal down to be a point ahead here. Aisling Maher returning the ball down into the corner. It's being tracked. 3 minutes actually is what has gone up here. Amy Cardiff tracking that ball and trying to get out over on the far side. Referee says she's been fouled. She's been helped out there by Ciara Story. So 3 minutes of additional time, and we are heading towards that. 3.5 minutes then of time remaining here. Hopefully you've enjoyed the action. It's been cracking encounter between these two, and still could go either way. Tyrone are on the way to winning the Division 4 title. They lead 3-15 to Wicklow's 10 points. And Armagh lead Laois in injury time 9 points to 1-5. That's been a tight enough affair indeed, and it's been tight here. 2-8 to 1-10 as Colin Sunderland gets ready to introduce another sub, and it looks like it's going to be Ailish Neville, the St. Ibers player, about to come in, but this is probably all about buying a bit of time here now. So we're in that additional time now, as O'Connor takes this. Doesn't get a great connection on it, as Dublin are trying to get a chance to break out. They're putting the cup in position, but it may not be ready for this week. It may have to go to a replay, but Wexford have won that ball back. Ball is flicked into the middle for Maeve Sinnott. Sinnott looking to drive out, hits the deck. A referee allowing the play to continue. In there trying to get a kick on it there was Orla Sinnott. Ball breaks off from a Dublin point of view. Trying to drive forward with it now. Looking to keep going with it here. Looks like it's their number 13, Aisling O'Neill, advancing on it. Dropping his ball in, but Dublin have coughed up a bit of possession again. Goalkeeper comes out with it. Trying to rob the ball. Looking to haul the Dublin player back. Play continues. Ball is in. Referee allowed the play to continue. Dublin robbed the ball, and it was knocked to the back of the net by Grace O'Shea. Puts Dublin in a 2-point lead. That ball looked of no danger at all, but it just all became a bit of a fumble back there, and eventually the ball was worked into Grace O'Shea's hand, and she found the back of the net. Wexford have to climb it again as Neville replaces the Wexford number 12, Kate Kerwin. A minute and a half remaining, and the puck out comes. It's had everything, and Dublin come on the attack again. Aisling O'Neill been a big player in the last few minutes for them. Ball is knocked forward here. Aisling Gannon settling the score. It's gone out to the left and wide. Wexford still have a chance here. One last ball down the field here, you'd imagine. Ciara Story knocking it down long. Dublin buoyed by that goal, trying to get in on it there. Shelley Keogh. Chloe Fox though has won it back, looking to slalom her way through Dublin players. Lets the ball hit the deck, charge it forward, fouls as the referee, and here could be the chance now. Referee is being called to make a substitution here. It looks like Dublin now they're buying a bit of time here. It's Sarah Power of Fingallians. Looks like she's going to be introduced.
Substitution on the Dublin team.
Number 22 is coming off. So Elise Jamison Murphy is the one that's coming off here, and Elise Jamison Murphy, fine game, but this is now ball dropping in around the goalmouth territory. 2-10 to Dublin, 2-8 to Wexford. The last 20 minutes has been phenomenal. Waiting to see the Dublin change happens. This is last chance saloon now. And it is going to be Sarah O'Connor standing over this ball. Will be looking for her sister or one of the other Wexford players to get a touch and dangerous. Ball in! Ball hit the post! Comes back out! Still there! O'Connor going down on this ball. Ball is on the edge, stepping out of it. Ball is knocked away from Sinnott. Chance still there at Croon. Referee continues to play on. It's the Wexford number 19, Ailish Neville. But Wexford have robbed the ball back. Still driving forward on it. Dublin looking to get it out. Anxious nerve here. Barry Knee allowing the play to continue. Ruck forming there on the 13-metre line. Wexford trying to get in and win it. Looks like the Wexford hand was on it. Then it was lost on the ground. Dublin holding on to this ball at the minute. Barry Knee allowing the play to continue. We're over the time. Is he going to call it? He has! He has! Game is over. Game is over. Dublin victorious. Heartbreak for Wexford, but you'd have to credit Dublin. Always stayed in the fight. They were never that far away. And when you consider that they had got a goal after being 2 points down, a goal and 2 points, and found themselves 3 points ahead, and then subsequently found that at 110 to 107 they led, that they then were behind by 2-8 to 110. A ball in to a situation where the goalkeeper looked like it was dealt with. Pressure was put on by the Dublin forwards, and eventually it found it into the hand of Grace O'Shea, and she knocked the ball to the back of the Wexford net. History then for Dublin in claiming this Division 1B title. A right encounter between these two sides. It could have swung either way, but Dublin are the one that are victorious, and the new president of the Camogie Association, Brian Malloy, is here to present the trophy, and that will be presented to Dublin captain Aisling Maher, and a chance for her, as he said, to claim a national trophy for Dublin. And surely it commemorates and remembers the great work that Jerry McQuaid is doing with this Dublin team. Have been in a lot of transition in the last 2 years or thereabouts, but they have come here today and come away with the victory. They looked like they had won it, then they had been taken from them, but they had to go and win it again, and that they did, and are victorious here by 2-10 to 2-8. Don't forget, we're going to take it over now to the presentation, and then we'll be hearing from the victorious camp at the end of the game here, with Dublin victorious on a full-time score of Dublin 2-10, Wexford 2-8.
It's a presenter's nightmare, half the audience in front of me and half the audience behind me, so I'll have my back to some of you at different times. My apologies for that from the start. First of all, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who travelled here today to support the girls. This is my first fixture as the new Uachtaráin of the Camogie Association, and those who know me know how much I push for people, ourselves, our own people, to support our own players, our own girls. It's hugely important that we get to the sides of pitches and support the girls at all age groups and at all levels in our sport. They put in a massive effort, and that was reflected on the field today, and it's up to us to get out there and support them if I'm going to be in a better position to go out there and get more people to support them. So to supporters who are here today, a huge thank you for coming today, and I hope to see you on the sides of many more pitches over the coming years. I want to say a huge thanks to SETU and the groundskeepers here. It's fantastic to get access to this pitch. It's a fantastic facility here, and we really appreciate, particularly given the horrendous rain. I think it hasn't really stopped raining, other than today obviously, since last June. So it's fantastic to get access to your pitch, and we really appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed. To Barry, the referee, and to his team of officials, huge thanks as always. It's a difficult job, and it's a job that and it'll be a part of my presidency is going to be a focus on refereeing. We need to improve the number of referees. We need to improve the level of refereeing across the country. And that comes down at the end of the day to get more people transitioning across from playing into refereeing. But today, Barry, you did a super job, and we're really appreciative of it. Thank you very much. I'm not going to dwell on the game. There's always one winner and always one team that comes out the wrong end of it. That was a game that was fantastic to watch, particularly the last 5, 6, 7 minutes. To me, watching it, it looked like Wexford had it, and then all of a sudden they didn't. And I know that's heartbreaking for the Wexford players. You've put in a fantastic season, girls. Be very proud of the season you've put in. I know it's devastating to lose like that, particularly when you went ahead just with a few minutes to go. But at the end of the day, take that, use that, and drive on into championship. So very well done today. I have 2 presentations to do. So the first presentation I'm doing on behalf of Very, our sponsors. And I want to thank Very, our sponsor. Very have been sponsors of Camogie and the Camogie Leagues for, I think it's 8 or 9 years now. They were known previously as Littlewoods, so some of you remember the name Littlewoods from a good number of years ago when they stepped in as a sponsor. And we need to appreciate our sponsors, and we need to support our sponsors, because without those sponsors we can't run competitions like this. So a huge thank you to Very, and I'd like to call on the winner of the player of the match, the Dublin player from Ballantyre St. John's Club, Grace O'Shea, number 15. And finally, in answer to what I'm sure will be a pub quiz in many years to come, who was the first person to receive a cup from a male Uachtaráin? Aisling Marr, captain of Dublin.
Thank you very much, Uachtaráin, and congratulations on the position, and many thanks to the outgoing Uachtaráin who I know is behind me there. I'll try and be quick, and I'll try and not forget anybody, but for anyone who knows me, neither of those things will happen here, so apologies in advance for whoever I leave out. I'd like to start by thanking the grounds people, SETU Carlow, as was alluded to there. The pitch is in great condition, and it's really important for Camogie to be showcased on good pitches throughout the country, so it makes a huge difference to be able to play on a high quality pitch. Many thanks to everybody who made that possible today, and also to the referee and all of his officials for organising everything and allowing it to be a free flowing game here today. To Wexford, I'll keep it short. I know you don't want to listen to me, but you've been setting standards across Camogie, I think, for the last few years. Probably ourselves in Wexford have faced many similar challenges over the last few years, and you've shown your character and strength and depth by getting back to the level that you're at today. That was never going to be an easy game. It's probably one that we've been looking forward to the whole way through the league, getting a second cut off you after you got the better of us in the first round. So 3 cheers to Wexford. We look forward to meeting you again in Championship. Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. To our own management team, I'll try not to forget anybody, but as I said, I probably won't. To Bill, Connor, Jerry, Mags, Dowdsy, John for S&C, Laura for nutrition, Mickey. We've had our fair share back and forward, I think, and plenty more of it to come. But we enjoy every second that we get of it. And look, nobody puts more time and energy and effort into Dublin Camogie than you do at the moment. So we really appreciate everything that you're doing for us. Finally, one man who has stuck by us and believed in us from the very, very beginning, probably more so than all the girls do collectively, is our chairman, Carl O'Brien, and I cannot speak highly enough of that man. As is no secret to anybody who plays women's sports, the barriers are often higher, and if there's one man who has never said no to me for anything I've asked ever for the girls and for the team, it's just always yeah, we'll make it happen, we'll do our best, don't you worry about that. Nothing that we do would be possible without you, Carl, and we really appreciate everything you do for us, so thank you. To all the supporters who travelled today, to all the young girls who've come out to support us, again, thanks to Carl for the buses bringing them down. It makes such a difference to have that noise on the sideline, and looking around and seeing the crowd of blue here today makes us know that the future for Dublin Camogie is bright. Thanks very much for cheering us on, lads. We're nearly there, I promise. To friends and family, it's probably the same group of parents that are at the sideline of every match we play up and down the country. As Mickey has pointed out many a time, probably watching us come out on the wrong side of games more often than the right side. So for sticking with us the whole way through, for driving us around, and for everything else you do, picking up the pieces at the end, we really appreciate it. So thank you very much. Sorry, I'm forgetting logistical bits. To vary the sponsors of Camogie, as was mentioned there, thank you very much for all the support, and to ourselves, Stay City, it's a huge boost for Dublin Camogie to be able to be a part across the 4-code sponsorship, so thank you very much for all that support. Good. And last but most certainly not least, to the group of girls standing there in front of me, lads, it's an absolute honour and privilege to be able to play on that field alongside you, never mind stand up here today. I'm so proud of the effort that's been put in. There's been a lot of challenges thrown against us this year, never mind over the last 10 years, and no better group of girls to pick up the pieces and to push each other through. I think the support that comes from some of the girls, the likes of Jodie Couch, standing injured on the sideline there for the whole year and still being probably the biggest motivator of everyone on the crowd. So from 1 to 30 here today, as well as all of the inter-girls who've pushed us on, this is 2 league wins for 2 Dublin teams. I'd say that's the first time in a long time we've achieved that. So here's to that. Let's go, Dublin. Thank you. I didn't forget anybody, did I?
No.